Well, I think it might be time to have some fun with another robot, this time with one that stays on land. This, well, as it says, is the Orion X7 Plus from Sunseeker, a robotic lawnmower that I am super, super excited to test out. Now today, we're going to unbox this guy, see everything that comes with it. We're not going to do much more outside of that. So this is the unboxing, the unveiling of what's in this box and how it actually ships to you. And then once the rain stops, so hopefully tomorrow, I'll be able to get out there and start doing setup on it. So we'll see how that comes, but it just arrived and I have to get it out of the box. So without further ado, let's get it out of the box. And like I said, we're going to get this guy out of the box here. Now, if you're not familiar with this specific robot, we are going to go over the specs and everything like that about it. They have multiple robots available. This is the plus size of the X7 model, which can do up to 1.5 acres and is one of the better ones that Sunseeker offers to do a more topographic area. My yard is extremely, I wouldn't say extremely, but it had quite a few hills. And in all reality, my property is going to be fantastic for trying this thing out because it's got a whole bunch of different things going on. Some rock walls, I have a pool down below, I have various slopes in various degree and different angles, I have a garden, I have a couple sheds, I have a lot of stuff going on. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this guy works. Now this does operate off GPS, so it knows where it's at. It also operates off vision that is on the actual robot itself, so when it doesn't have as good of a GPS signal, it can still see where it's going. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how it learns, because what I've heard and read about this specific unit, or at least in the X7 lineup, is that it learns as it goes. The more times you cut your property, the more it learns the property, the better it cuts. So I'm not anticipating out of the gate the first go is going to be stellar, but obviously getting it set up, getting it to you know, mapping out my property as well as figuring out where I don't want it to go is a big thing. So I'm gonna get these small boxes out of the way. Obviously nice thick owner's manual that I'll have to go over when I'm off camera. There's a couple small boxes. Okay, so down here we have, looks like the charging station's down below it, and now I'm obviously still gonna pull this out of the box here, but as you can see, this guy comes, this is the antenna. I think they call it it's the RMK or antenna. Essentially, this basically you mount in an area of your property that has a clear view of the sky, and it can then translate information to your robot. This increases the accuracy substantially, so you want to make sure that wherever you place this, it has a very clear view of the sky. I would love to know how long of a cable it gives you, because it does need power. Now I'm going to actually place this, I think, up near my roof line. I did ask specifically, is there a height restriction? Does this have to stay, you know, within so many feet of the ground or anything? No, as long as it's on your property, you can put it up at your roof line. Should be good on that. So I'm going to try to find a really, really clear area, because I do have a lot of trees around my property, but not on my property. So yeah, there's that. And you can see mountable pole that it comes with. You could technically probably take this off this pole and mount it to a different pole, just so you're aware. Okay, then we actually have the robot itself, which it's not crazy heavy. It's got some heft to it. But yeah, let me get this out of the way and then we'll come back here. Last but not least is the charging base to allow it to charge itself, along with a nice long power cable so you can place this, and even if you're away from where your power outlets are. Okay, so before we unveil this, obviously the robot right here. Now I will say that on the camera package, which is right up front, make sure you do remove the protective layer of film, because that's not going to make you see very good things. But that's probably, you know, it's kind of hidden, so it doesn't stand out. So make sure you do that. That said, other than that, two pieces here. I wonder if, you know what, I'm going to learn more about this as we go. So we have obviously two big drive wheels. However, the rear wheel is also, let me get that on camera. Geez, this guy is also a drive wheel and is a motorized turn wheel. So it's a motorized hub with motorized turn. So this is not just a floppy wheel in the back. So it's not like a traditional like zero turn where two front wheels are driving and or 2 rear wheel drive, or whatever. These are the front wheels, is the rear wheel. They're all driving, so should be really gentle on the lawn. We have the razor blade-esque cutting wheels, 2 of them, so 6 total cutting blades. The big thing about these is it's the reason that they're razor blades is because this is supposed to be autonomously cutting your grass regularly. Basically, if you want to cut daily, it will cut your yard daily. It's also supposed to be so quiet that you can even let it do it at night. Now, of course, depending on where you live, you might get a lot of, like here, the dew point, as soon as the sun goes down, the grass is just wet, so it doesn't make sense. But that said, when I'm at work, perfect. Go out, cut my grass for me, because my dogs aren't out there, nobody's out there, other than it being it is. And if it can keep my grass at a nice low height, those little razor blades would work great. It doesn't have to mulch. It's just taking off a little fraction of an inch off of the grass once a day. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is that it maintains. Now, if your grass is, like you typically, or like I typically do, you let it grow to the long point, this isn't going to do that. It's going to maintain the grass. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all works. Let's see the rest of the accessories that it comes with. I'm sure it would be 2 charging blocks, one for, or charging block for this, and then the power part for the antenna. Okay, yep, this one actually literally says antenna power supply, or the charger for the antenna. So that's just the charger for the antenna. Yeah, so that's awesome. I'm gonna leave that in the box because it is labeled, so I'm gonna leave it like that, leave it labeled. So we have quick start guide in here. All right, put that with the owner's manual. We have some stakes, and I'm assuming that's for staking down the charging pad. So there's that. We do have, is that a, it's a 4G transmission anti-theft module. Okay, so that's kind of neat. I'm gonna put that down here for now. We do have this charging, this goes for the charging station, so it can, the cameras can line it up and see exactly where it's coming in, so it knows where it is. Okay, cool. We have some mounting hardware, some stakes, some U-stakes, and some bolts, or actually anchors. These are concrete anchors. That's the anchors that are in there. And then lastly, in this little box in here, just, extra razor blades, a whole bunch of extra blades, and extra screws for those blades. I'm gonna keep those together in here for now. Last box. This should be the charger for this guy. Yeah, big, heavy, a metal, aluminum battery charger here. This guy puts out 20 volts, 5 amps, so 135 watt charger to get this guy back up and running. That one I can leave out. So that is Sunseeker's Orion X7 Plus out of the box. I am super excited to get to actually test this guy out. Now, the RTK antenna, like I said, I'm going to try to place that up as high as I possibly can. The robot itself technically can operate on a grade up to 70% or 35 degrees. So we are going to put that to the test, obviously, like I said, in my property. This thing, like I said, the Plus series, which has the larger battery, can do up to 1.5 acres. Now, my property is about 1/2 acre. Just the backyard, not quite. It's going to be under 1/2 acre, but because of all of the inclines and everything, if I, I'm not going to say we're going to tax the battery 100%, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what this can do. Now, here's some caveats to something like this. Like I said, this is a maintenance robot, not a, hey, I haven't cut my grass for 4 days kind of robot. So I'm going to have to actually prep the yard by cutting the grass with my existing lawn equipment and get everything cleaned up. When you have a robot like this that doesn't have a big, powerful, set of blades and stuff on it, you want to make sure that you clear as much of the sticks and debris and stuff as possible, because this isn't designed to be a mulching robot, right? So that's the big thing about this, is I'm going to have to prep my property as much as I can. And then, of course, during the setup, we're going to actually go all around and map it and say, hey, don't cut this, don't cut this, don't cut this. We're going to make sure that the robot understands that. Of course, to start, though, is going to be that RTK antenna. And while this has an internal GPS right here on top of the unit, The RTK is another set of GPS. They get both their own, and then the RTK sends this guy a signal that's going to be a more robust signal. And then, of course, on top of that, you have the vision. This is their 2.0 platform for their vision. So it has so much mapping capability built into the robot that it should be pretty enjoyable to watch. So now I understand that we're not going outside today. I wish I could, but it is what it is. That said, though, this video right here is going to come out at the same time that I do the setup video. So if you're interested in watching that, check it out here at the end of the video, as well as in the description itself. Now, like I said, this is the X7 Plus, which does the 1.5 acres or up to 1.5 acres. If you don't need that much, there is a 3/4 acre system of the exact same. That's the X7. The difference between the two is the battery, right? This guy can do a lot more, can run a lot longer. And of course, in my case, the reason I wanted to show this guy more than anything else was with all the grades I have, it's going to eat up the batteries a little bit more. So yeah, all-wheel drive, all 3 wheels are driving. This thing actually should do pretty decent on the hills. I'm looking forward to testing it. So if you're interested in checking that out, please check out that video here at the end of this one, as well as if you're interested, you can also just go to the description below and click on the link there. So thank you for watching to the end of this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hopefully we'll catch you back over on this one. And then, of course, after I have time with this, outside of these 2 videos, I will actually have one on my TechGooch channel for a full review. That's coming down the road. Thank you for watching to the end of this one. We'll see you again soon.